Hi, thanks for joining me in another video. Today we're stepping into one of BMW's latest luxury electric sedans, the i5 eDrive40. BMW has taken everything that's iconic about the 5 Series, the comfort, the refinement, the sporty dynamics, and elevated it all into an electric package. Let's see how this EV does. The BMW i5 starts at $67,100 for the eDrive40 and $70,100 for the xDrive40. If you're looking to elevate your experience, the M60 is also available starting at $84,100. The vehicle we have today is the 2025 i5 eDrive40, which is estimated to get an EPA range of up to 295 miles, depending on various factors. Its powerful single motor delivers 335 horsepower and can do 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds. BMW states you can expect a 10 to 80% charge to take about 30 minutes on a capable DC fast charger. This sedan leverages BMW's 5th generation eDrive technology and takes aim directly at competitors like the Mercedes-Benz EQE and Tesla Model S. The i5 eDrive40 retains classic BMW elegance with a touch of electric flair, which mostly means there aren't any exhaust pipes. You really can't tell it apart from its gas counterpart. It's slightly larger than previous generations, measuring 199.2 inches in length, 74.8 inches in width, and a height of 59.6 inches. This one is sitting on 20-inch Aero bicolor silver wheels, but standard it comes with 19-inch wheels. The iconic kidney grille is more prominent with optional illuminated borders, while sleek LED headlights frame the front fascia with distinct vertical daytime running lights. In the back, we see a line design across the taillights, and the charging port is located on the rear passenger side. The trunk will give you 17.3 cubic feet of space, which is larger than the Mercedes-Benz EQE. However, the trunk space in the BMW isn't the most accommodating. While there is some space in the sub-trunk, there are odd indents and barriers on the opening, like the seat latches, which make it a little tough with taller items. I was able to fit 2 carry-on luggage, 1 check-in, and a duffel bag. The space is long, but the farther you go in, it does become more narrow. Unfortunately, there isn't a frunk in this vehicle, so you'll have to stash your charging cords in the back. But at least you can get under the hood, unlike the Mercedes-Benz. Let's head inside. Inside, BMW delivers a futuristic yet comfortable cabin. At the heart of it all is BMW's curved display, combining a 12.3-inch information screen and a 14.9-inch central control screen into one sleek panel angled toward the driver. I'm not quite sure why, but the driver display has a notch. I couldn't see any infrared sensors in this area, and these bezels are large enough to store any sensors that would be needed. Are screen notches an aesthetic choice now? There is a reduced number of physical buttons in the cabin, but you'll still have a physical gear selector, volume control, and BMW My Mode options. On the steering wheel, there are also a few haptic buttons. Most of the climate controls have been moved onto the touchscreen, and some capacitive buttons on the dash. Interestingly, the vent airflow is controlled by these capacitive controls here, and the vent direction is controlled below. You can keep your devices charged with wireless charging, with 2 USB ports in the front and 4 in the back. Keeping with the sporty style of BMW, we have a floor-mounted accelerator pedal. The armrest also opens with the push of a button for smaller storage. The car can record exterior driving and inside the cabin too, and you can adjust some of the settings. And you can take selfies with friends. This is such a flattering angle. Hello! The infotainment system is quick to respond, but it'll take some learning. The menu settings for different items aren't that easy to find, but there is a search button. Luckily, there's Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so you can just switch over to that instead. I did have some issues connecting Apple CarPlay. It wasn't seamless and it took a few tries for it to finally work, but Android Auto did work on the first try. In the mood for some gaming while charging? Well, there's in-car gaming and some video streaming services to keep you entertained. The in-car gaming is actually a cool setup. If you've ever played Jackbox games with your family, you'll enjoy this. The control is your phone, and all you have to do is scan or enter the code on your phone, and everyone in your car is a player. There are many games to choose from. You can also hook up a controller to the car for a better gaming experience too. Enhance the premium feel further with BMW's interactive ambient lighting, which extends elegantly across the dashboard and into the doors. BMW also showed off at CES that they'll be adding in Amazon Alexa with LLMs, so your voice assistant should be more personable and helpful. There are also connected drive apps which are available to download to add functionality to the car. The seating is supportive and customizable, with fully electric adjustments and seat ventilation for extra comfort. Also, the space in the cabin is generous throughout, and the sunroof floods the car with natural light, adding to the premium ambience. In the back seat, your passengers have their own climate vents and have USB-C ports in the seats. BMW also sells some travel and comfort attachments that you can insert into these spots. You can get mounts for tablets, phones, laptops, hooks, and coat hangers too. Middle passengers won't be too comfortable with this hump right here. If it's take your dog to work day, they'll be happy in the back seat too. Let's take note of our current readings. We're at 3,730 miles in the odometer and we're charged up to 100%. Let's drive it. Behind the wheel, this EV feels smooth and powerful. You'll instantly notice the electric motor's responsiveness. It's confident through corners, but you'll feel some slight body roll through sharper turns. The view over the hood isn't great, and I have the seat set to the highest position. The hood is very long, which makes it very difficult to see over. If you're on the shorter side, you'll definitely want to test drive this car to make sure that you're comfortable with the visibility. The regenerative braking system is decent. You can adjust the levels on the menu, and you can also put the car in B mode for maximum regen. The BMW has a lot of standard safety features and add-ons, like active driving assistance, which I tried on the freeway and it works pretty well. The built-in navigation system is kind of glitchy. While it was navigating me to my route, it refreshed twice and canceled my route. Luckily, BMW can push over-the-air updates and improve the system. It's also nice and quiet in here, but if you want some sound, BMW has you covered. BMW has done a great job with elevating your driving experience with sound, so I had to take a moment to focus on it. I'm not talking about the fake engine noise you get in some EVs. This is musical. With your different modes comes different feelings. Bonus, they're composed by Hans Zimmer. Let's try out two modes. The first one is expressive. If you accelerate a little harder, the music will pick up. Makes you feel like you're in a movie. The next mode we're trying out is relax. Perfect for a drive right now overlooking the city. You'll also get some nice sounds coming from your alerts, like when you back up and are close to an object. If that's not for you, you can turn all that off and just focus on your music, which sounds great on these Harman Kardon speakers. The i5 eDrive40 is driven by a single synchronous electrically excited motor positioned on the rear axle with a drive ratio of 11.12 to 1. The single motor can output up to 335 horsepower and 295 foot-pounds of torque. Upgrading to the all-wheel drive model will get you an additional motor up front, which gives you better performance and handling. This model is capable of 0 to 60 in 5.7 seconds and has a top speed of 120 miles per hour. At the bottom of the car, we've got a 400-volt 84.3 kilowatt-hour lithium-ion battery pack, which has a peak charging rate of 205 kilowatts. According to BMW, we should be able to charge up 10 to 80% in only 30 minutes. We'll be putting that to the test here in a bit. We've got an onboard charger capable of 11 kilowatts, which is more than enough to charge it up overnight. BMW is still using the J connector and CCS for charging. An adapter is coming soon, and BMW has pledged to move over to the next connector in the future. How do we do on our range? We're at 3,984 miles on the odometer and the battery is at 10%. So that means we got 254 miles out of our drive. If we were to estimate it down to 0%, we'd get around 279 miles. That's right in line with the EPA estimated range of 278 miles with the 20-inch wheels. So if you're looking to get more range, make sure to outfit your car with 19-inch wheels. Okay, time to charge it up at these 350 kilowatt EVgo DC fast chargers. Here's our charging graph, and no, it's not an EKG. Our charge started out bumpy, literally. Our charge fluctuated rapidly from the low 200 kilowatts to the 140 kilowatt range. I'm fairly confident this was a charger issue and not a car issue. We hit a maximum charging rate of 210 kilowatts, so that exceeded expectations. After our fluctuation stopped, we had a fairly normal charging curve. We stayed steady in the mid-140s before dropping steadily for the remainder of the charging session. We were basically at our 30-minute target, just 30 seconds over. If we didn't have that charger issue, we probably would have been a little faster than the expectation. Our charging cost came out to $42.05. How'd the eDrive40 do? It delivers smooth handling, confident performance, and a high-quality interior. BMW has loaded this car up with impressive technology. I wish they would have made use of the front empty area since it's so big, and the infotainment system occasionally acted glitchy for me with certain features. On the not-so-great area, if you're on the shorter side, visibility over the hood might be a challenge. The BMW i5 eDrive40 skillfully blends luxury, technology, and everyday practicality into one refined electric package. The eDrive40 offers an enjoyable drive, so make sure to test it out yourself and see what you think. Thanks for spending time with me today. Support our channel and check out our Kaya sticker shop. Kai's my dog. And follow us on social media at CallasEV. That's all for now, and happy charging.